My 5-year-old that is in kindergarten is having difficulty answering questions about his day. If I ask him, he will always say, I played today. He asks questions and labels, but more abstract things like talking about his school day is very hard. I do try to ask specific things like, what book did you read? What letter did you learn? Who did you sit next to at lunch? He can answer who he sat with at lunch. He usually tells me if someone is mean or gets frustrated with writing. So I'm very happy about that. What are some things that we can do to help this more conversational speech of answering questions develop? It's a great question.
It is, and I see this issue with a lot of my clients. And it's something where he's starting to answer some of the questions that the parent's asking, which is really great. And I would say kudos to this parent for asking specific questions, because that's usually my first piece of advice, is to make sure that you're really focusing in so that the kiddo knows what answer you want. And I would also suggest to this parent to try and ask questions that he or she already knows the answer to. And that's really tricky, but it helps in being able to prompt the right answer so that you're helping your child learn how to respond appropriately to these questions. And you can ask the teacher to send you some notes about what happened in the school day to help with this. That's probably the best way to know what's going on in the school day. Otherwise, I find that oftentimes our kiddos have this issue because they just don't have a strong memory skill set. So I would suggest working on his memory in terms of recalling past events. And you can do this in any other context, just throughout the day, on the weekend, when he's home from school. And you would start by asking questions about what happened a few minutes ago. Who did you play games with? Who won trouble? Things like that. And you would, again, want to ask questions you know the answer to so you can help your child get to the right answer. And then you would gradually ask those questions about events that happened longer and longer in the past. So about a half an hour ago, this morning, yesterday, and you would gradually build up that child's memory. The other thing that I think works for some kids is some kids find it fun to have a back and forth. So give him a chance to ask you questions about your day, and that might be helpful for him in getting this concept.